Prophetess, as the name implies, is the story of a prophetess. She started off in her family home. Her parents called her cursed and she moved out and she's now a prophetess. She can really, really see things. She is approached by a radio presenter and an influencer that goes to her for some other reason, but he goes there, he's pulled there by his aunt, he gets to the prophetess, and then he decides to make it all fun. He goes live on social media and he begins to record, asking the prophetess three things. First, asking the results of the match between Madrid and Arsenal to predict. The prophetess should predict. The prophetess predicts in favor of Arsenal, that Arsenal was going to win. The prophetess predicts that Tina was going to win BB Niger. And then she predicts that Wonder Boys was going to win in a local match played against Giddy FC. Now, it turned out two of her predictions are right. Now, the very last one has a lot of other complications, which I'd love you to go watch. It's now on Netflix, so I'm not going to say the rest as usual. So yes, go watch and find out what happened. But it comes with a lot of complications, and her life is so complicated. It leads to the loss of a lot of lives, lots of properties, and so many complications that you don't want to imagine. Her twin sister is brought into the whole issue, and her twin sister's son is now threatened, and she needs to find a way to go around this whole thing, this whole fiasco she has put herself into it. Now, the FM presenter or the radio presenter now has the task of fixing things because his job is on the line. He's getting followers who are now losing trust in him. People are bashing him back and forth, and he even goes to the point of deleting his Instagram page because he gets so many negative comments he can't handle. And so he's faced with the task and the challenge of having to fix everything he has put on himself and the life of the prophetess. So that is what the story is about. Go watch it. It's now on Netflix. So the story stars Nzes, the two Nzes, they're like, watching the movie, I saw them and I'm like, how do these people do it? You're working with your husband on set. How do they do it? But yes, I love them. They all did play very important roles, and I loved I loved Papa Inze. He was funny, he was amusing, he was very interesting all through. Yes, I love the Nzes. They were just amazing. I also starred Toyin Abraham. Toyin Abraham was the prophetess. She did amazing. I just listened throughout and I was like, Toyin, what's with this accent and this tongue twisting? She twisted her tongue in she was portrayed as a sick person and she twisted her tongue in a setting where I was like, Toyin, you don't get tired. Aren't you tired? Like Toyin is just a a character. She's amazing. I just watched through and I was like, Toy, I want to be like you when I grow up. I mean, I had Kehinde Bankole, who happened to be the twinny of Toyin. And I had Adedimeji Latif. I had Uzwa Ruki. Another interesting character. I had Demi. Demi was in there. Demi played the character of Bombastic. His character was just something else. I had Kunle Remy in there. So many amazing characters. I can't mention everyone, but it had so many amazing and interesting characters. They had Blessing Oversee. How can I forget it? Blessing Oversee was in there, and yes, so many amazing characters. That is about Prophetess. I love the fact that Nigerians are doing so well to promote Yoruba, especially Yoruba movies. I'm yet to see more Igbo movies, like movies that will be Igbo, pure Igbo, Probably I'm not seeing it, but I'm seeing a lot of Yoruba movies and they're doing very well for themselves. Yes, big ups to, yes, the typical local Yoruba movies, which I hardly see. I've seen a couple of them starring Shola Shobowale, but I am yet to see a lot of them. But yes, I love these new Yoruba movies I'm seeing that is starring a lot of our top stars. They're doing very well. They're doing very well putting our culture out there. And yes, big ups them, big ups yourself, big up film one. So one, you guys, aside all the buzzwords we give you, all the backlashes we give you every day, you guys keep doing us more, giving us more, keep giving us more. I love this. The story was set in a typical Yoruba community and you could see all the rowdiness and everything. It was great. The setting was very great for me, very local, and yes, everything in there was very local. And I like the fact that the the characters were able to give us that local vibe, and that was just on point. Just the storyline was my problem. At some point, I was lost. I didn't know where all this was heading. I didn't know what was happening. It's quite understanding from the beginning, but as the story went on from okay, first bet has gone through, first prophecy had gone through, second prophecy had gone through, the next one, what was happening? Then I was lost. What happened? Like all of a sudden, people start attacking prophetess. People start. I was like, okay, she made 3 prophecies. They are attacking her for what reason? And then, okay, that aside, the third prophecy had not come yet. If it did, like there was nothing to show that okay, the third prophecy had come to pass or it didn't come to pass for people to be attacking her. We didn't see what happened. No, then I realized that oh, the match had not even been played. The bets her Twinnie's friend or worker or brother went to bet cry no. It hadn't been spoiled, nothing happened. So why were they all attacking her? What was the reason? Then I got lost all the more when she cried. She had to start working so hard so that the third prophecy comes to pass. And I was like, who did you disappoint? What happened? I saw the betting CEO happy, jubilating and all. And I was like, people are confusing us. What exactly went on? Because there was nothing that showed that oh the third prophecy flopped and now she has made another prophecy, because obviously she didn't make another prophecy. So if that one didn't flop, why were they celebrating? What was there to even celebrate in the first place? Were they celebrating the fact that oh they made bets that didn't if she had made bets that Arsenal that never won Champions League has won Champions League and that one came to pass, and then you are saying, oh, she has prophesied that Wonder Boys will win. Wonder Boys that was a dead man, a dead team will win, and you are happy. It didn't really click for me, and I was like, the storyline didn't really match up. But aside that, I got to understand it at the end. It's still not clear, but I still get it. And I loved the work that went into it, so I don't want to really downplay it. If you watched it, tell me what you think. I just want you to go watch it. Go watch it. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you think. Was it clear to you? Was it not? What happened? But aside that, a lot of work was put into this. Let's support film one. Let's go watch it. I loved the movie. I loved the craft. I loved the storyline. To be able to come up with something so relatable. It was on point. I loved it. And it was emotional at the end. It was emotional. I felt teary, though I didn't cry. But yes, it was a lot emotional at the end. And it was, yes, a beautiful storyline. Keep it up and wishing. I don't know if there can be a continuity. It looks like a story that can be continued, but if it can be continued, that's fair enough. It's okay where it ended. The name still remains Mami. Kindly hit the subscribe button and let's grow this channel. I love you. Screw.